I just felt like people went on missions and that's just what you did. And so I was like, okay, I'm great, we're good to go. But once I got into the MTC, I realized that that's not how it goes. The MTC was difficult for me, just because it hit me. I was like, holy cow. All these people were talking about these feelings they were feeling and like being led by the Spirit, and the Spirit teaches, and so I just was like, oh, what is this? And so when I was in the MTC and when I was first got into the mission, I was really like, man, I wish I would have been and preached my gospel, and I wish I would have been in the scriptures more. I knew the stories and everything, but I wish I would have been in those more, because I could have been a little more prepared spiritually. I realized that how we live our lives really matters. To be able to have the Spirit with you, that it's a very real thing, and that the decisions we make really impact us to where we have the Spirit with us. So I wished I would have prepared more that way spiritually, took it a little more serious. But once I got there, I was like, well, let's start now. Heavenly Father kind of took me where I was, not very prepared at all, and took me and we were able to catch up a little bit, I guess. I was not excited to go to the California Ventura mission. Before I opened my call and everything, well, all my family went to Spanish-speaking missions, or like a few of them went Portuguese. My older brother went to Brazil, and so I was like, everyone knew I was going Spanish, I was going South America. Everyone knew that. And so I was like, all right, I'm hoping for the best. And I remember opening up my call and reading it, and I was seeing California, and my heart dropped. And I was like, oh. But I didn't I didn't pause or anything to let anyone on. I was like, okay. And the next thought in my mind was, oh, it could still be Spanish speaking. And I went down and I was like, English. And so I put on a smile for everyone, I faked a lot of people out because I wasn't happy. I was kind of disappointed. I was like, why am I not going Spanish? All my family speaks Spanish, all these things like that. That's all I've ever wanted to do. I've spent time in Mexico. I know some Spanish, and so I was a little disappointed. But that obviously changed a lot as I got into the mission. I came to see how blessed I was to be able to be called to California. First off, because it was really nice to be where it was warm. But I loved California and the experiences I had there, as well as to be called English.